Shall I just start or are we doing something
Yeah,
first?
so I can start it off. That's no problem. So obviously we thought we'd wait a bit more, but let's basically get started. So first of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. While obviously everyone's still coming in, I just want to say I'm really excited to share something really special with you and something really amazing product called Colostem. It's a really powerful supplement that helps the body and the whole body's natural process to boost immunity and promote overall wellness, right? So, but before we dive in, I would actually like to hand over to our CEO, Nash Somani, to just say some few amazing words and also introduce Lee to come on board and talk about Colostem. So, Nash, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, hi, thank you guys. Would like to again thank Lee Mace, our international marketing and communications director, coordinator. For the last 3 weeks, we've taken her time very early in the morning, our evening here. We've gone through Alpha Lipid Lifeline. We've gone through, we're doing Colostem today and so forth. So thank you so much, Lee, your time, your effort, the time we spent here together. It meant a lot. A lot of people on here know you quite well. And I will hand it over to you to carry on and talk about Colostem.
You gentlemen, and as always, so lovely to be here with you. I feel like you're such good friends, and it's neat to see you every week. So thanks for staying up and bearing with me. I know it's about 9 o'clock at night for you there. Happy memories. You saw that video on Colostem, and so because we're global, some countries, our names are not regulatory wise acceptable. So for Malaysia, we had to call it Colostem. And I didn't realize I'd picked up the Malaysian video last night when I was putting this together. So forgive me, but you were definitely Colostem. And this product, which I hate when I have a background, you can't see, so I have to put it here. This product is one of the 4 in your wellness program. Remember wellness, Alpha Lipid Lifeline first thing in the morning, Immufort when you need it during the day, and then with Resmax, of course, and then Colostem at night. Does give you some nice dreams for me as well, I have to say. So we're going to be exploring something that I think is truly fascinating, and I hope that you got a chance to see that video because it is your body's natural repair process. And as much as I love all our products, I am absolutely fascinated with this one. I often say to you, "Oh, I wish I'd known how incredible this vessel was in my 20s, 30s. 40s, I might have looked after it a little bit better." So I'm going to take you through a little bit about what stem cells do, why they matter, and how nutritional support can help unlock their potential. So stand by, it's going to be an action-packed, probably 20 minutes, and then we can sort of go, yes, we've done it. Let's firstly look at the body's rejuvenation because stem cells are a special repair cell found in the bone marrow. And you saw that in the video. But not just the bone marrow, they're in fat, skin, muscles, brain, and much more. So they act like your body's emergency responders. And I thought, how can I describe this? So I've gone down the track of them being firefighters and your body is the highway. So bear with me on this one. I hope it works out well. So if you can think of the stem cells as acting like the emergency responders and then the construction crew. When there's damage from injury, illness, or daily wear and tear, then stem cells are released into the bloodstream. They travel to where they're needed. Isn't that fascinating? Then they help to rebuild the damaged tissue. Now, whether that tissue is skin, you've cut yourself, muscle damage, nerve, gut lining, or immune cells. But as we age, it's a terrible thing, this aging, isn't it? Or if we're under stress, illness, or poor lifestyle, our modern day lifestyle, it's hurting us. This process can slow down. But with the right nutritional support, we can help our bodies to maintain a more active, youthful repair system. And that's what we're after. So let's dive further into this fascinating subject. You're going to love it as much as I do. The human body said it was an incredible vessel. Well, it produces hundreds of billions of new cells every single day, mainly to replace old, damaged, or dying ones. You're constantly moving inside there. You're full of bacteria, but you're constantly moving with the cells. Estimates vary, but between 200 and 300 billion new cells per day, including red blood cells. So your body alone, I found this fact and I wrote it down. Where is it? Your body alone makes about 2 to 3 million new blood cells every second. 2 to 3 million new blood cells every second. That's incredible, isn't it? So you are producing lots and lots of cells, lots and lots of adult stem cells circulating through it. But what happens with the daily release of it? What happens inside your body? Because these are circulating every single day. And I've put them into 4 steps for you. The first one is release. So remember, I'm going down the firefighter crew construction repair people. So the first one, the release. The call goes out. Your body senses a problem, and it could be damage from one of the tissues or organs, it could be cells dying, it could be inflammation, and it sends out a signal to your bone marrow. Now, in response, adult stem cells are released into action, and like firefighters, they race out the station. So the first one, the signal goes out that help, I need help, and the bone marrow releases the stem cells. Now, they have to circulate. They've got to get onto that highway, which is inside your body. So once released, these stem cells enter your bloodstream, and think of your bloodstream as your body's internal highway. And they're ready to travel wherever they're needed. So they're cruising along, they're racing around, they're scanning, looking for the distress signals. And as silly as it sounds, they do actually have like little receptors on them to hear this particular distress signal that comes out. So they've heard the signal, they've jumped into the bloodstream, they're running around. The next thing is migrate. They've got to find out where the help is needed. So stem cells follow the special little chemical signal that guides them to the trouble spots. It's almost like, I know, a GPS for healing. So whether it's a sore muscle or a tiny tear in your tissue, stem cells find their destination, and they find it with precision. So that they're heard the signal, they're circulating, they're migrating to the damaged tissue or organ, and then they proliferate and repair. So that's when the healing begins. Once they arrive, stem cells multiply, which is, of course, the proliferation side of it, and they get to work repairing and rebuilding the damaged tissue. So it's like the full crew showing up with the right tools to patch things up and make them stronger. I mean, gosh, no wonder we admire firefighters, but they're happening in your body here. So you can see how I'm just so fascinated with this product and how it works with your natural stem cell release. But let alone, your body is doing that naturally. So when we're young, our bodies are like a well-oiled machine. They're quick to bounce back from cuts, injuries, fatigue. They are full of adult stem cells that are released quickly and released in high numbers from the bone marrow to repair and renew damaged tissues. I know I've mentioned this to you when I was with your training. If you break a bone when you're young, it heals and you're up and running really quickly. You can run up and down steps and not pant, whereas we might get up the steps, but we're going at the top. It comes back down to aging, but also everything's just slowing down in the body. So as we age, that release rate drops, and you can see that there, the depressing little stats that we put there on how much they drop by. It's like your body's repair crew, they're still there, but they're just taking a little bit longer to respond. Not as many turn up as they used to when you were young, and they take longer to get the job done. So even your repair people are getting a bit slower. This decline means slower healing. Gosh, I can testify to that. More visible signs of aging, the slowing down of your body, the movement, the external side as well, and longer recovery after stress or illness. So the good news, because we always want to give you some good news after giving you that really horrible bad news, is that with the right nutritional support and lifestyle, we can encourage better stem cell activity, thereby healing your body and feel the function and just feel a little bit more youthful with it. And I visually say to this, it's like, if we're using the fireman analogy, the siren goes out, and when you're young, the doors fling open and the firefighters go out. But when you're 65 plus, that door's got a bit rusty and it's just not opening enough to let all the firefighters out. So you're only getting about 10%. But don't worry, as I said on the previous slide, you have trillions and trillions of cells and billions of adult stem cells. So they get there. They just take a little bit longer as we age. So your body's stem cell system is like a well-coordinated repair crew. But just like in real life, certain conditions can slow the teams down and can keep them from showing up. And I just want to reiterate again this aging process, because as we get older, our body naturally produces and releases fewer stem cells. It's just a fact of life. As I said, it's like the repair crewmen are just shrinking and losing their energy. Poor diet. We talk a lot about this. Our diet, it's full of processed food, it is full of sugar, it is full of food that is not nutritional in any way. It's convenience food, and that's a lot to do with our lifestyle, isn't it? So without the right nutrients, your body doesn't have the tools it needs to support stem cell function and tissue repair. And a diet is not just for your stem cells, it's for your whole being. It's what fuels your body and gets you through, says her who won't tell you what I had for tea last night. Stress. It is official. We are the most stressed society since I think life began. We have more psychologists, psychiatrists, and stress concerns than anywhere, again, with this lifestyle. And what happens, of course, is that chronic stress produces hormones like cortisol, and that can disrupt the stem cell activity and delay healing. Not to mention, of course, stress accelerates your telomere burn rate, and of course, that is your cellular division. So you don't want that. Environmental toxins, pollution, chemicals, even household toxins can overload your system, forcing the stem cells to work harder or maybe not work at all. What else we got here? Lack of sleep. Yeah, well, lack of sleep or lack of exercise. Put them both together here. So both rest, sleep, and exercise, movement, helps trigger stem cell release. Now, without that, your repair process stalls. So I don't know which ones apply to you. I think a lot of those apply to me, unfortunately. Thankfully, we're living in a time where science is finally catching up on what our bodies have always known how to do. As I said at the beginning, this vessel that we walk around in, just take a minute to go, wow, it's incredible. But in that minute, also give it the respect it needs with sleep, exercise, diet, etc., because it does do things naturally. It does heal, it does repair, and it does renew. And that has gone down as one of the greatest discoveries in modern science, the powerful role that adult stem cells play in this process. So let's break it down into 3 key actions that your body naturally performs. And I've put them there: repair, replenish, renew. I'm going to go through each one of them. I should have animated that, so don't read ahead of me. Let's see how colostem can help in this process of your body's natural repair, replenish, and renew. So firstly, repair. This is where it all begins, remember? So colostrum helps activate and support your body's natural repair response. Remember, repair is the distress signal goes out and the firemen come running out. I'm going to use that analogy quite a lot. I like that now. Comes running out of the fire station to it. So it's your body's natural repair response by encouraging healthy stem cell activity. So it's like fueling your internal emergency crew so that they can can get to work faster. The next one is replenish. And replenish is once your body starts repairing, it needs to rebuild what was lost, those dead cells. So nutrients in this formula help stimulate healthy growth and restore the cell membrane strength, which is vital for strong, resilient tissues. And that is phenomenal. This is where the cell becomes the cell of the organ or tissue that has been lost, destroyed, or damaged. Then thirdly, I should say, renew. This is the ongoing process of maintaining vitality. So it's supporting stem cell activity, it's supporting, what else? Digestive health, and of course, immune balance, because it's got colostrum in it as well. So that ensures that your body continues to thrive, not just heal from damage, but stay energized and resilient. The process of what colostem does works in harmony with what your body does naturally, and that is to repair, to replenish, and to proliferate, renew. You saw in that video that Dr. Jill Webster, this is her baby, she created it, and I remember talking to her once saying, how did you get everything? I can't even see that. Everything that is in colostem into these little capsules. And she said, I had hundreds and hundreds of different herbs and minerals, and I was trying to find the maximum bang for my buck, if you know what that terminology is, the maximum impact I could have with putting them and condensing them into a very small capsule. So I'm going to go through them, and I think you'll agree that she has done it. And the natural herbs that she has collected really maximize and almost repeat the stem cell activity cascade role. So firstly, colostrum. Well, we know the benefits of colostrum. It supports a healthy immune system. We know that. We know it's rich in growth factors, support tissue regeneration and healing. It's why athletes love it so much. And of course, a good gut indirectly supports stem cell environment, especially as the gut houses its own stem cells and it sends repair messages. And of course, colostrum promotes muscle, tissue, and recovery. So colostrum is a big tick, and you can see it's got the majority on there is colostrum. The next one is skullcap root extract. Now, this is a traditional herb used in Chinese medicine, and it provides antioxidant, and we know from ResMax how antioxidants are so important to stabilize those nasty free radicals. And it also has anti-inflammatory properties, which is critical for efficient stem cell migration to damaged tissues, because if we've got inflammation, then we've got blockage. And if we have less inflammation, we've got fewer blockage. And of course, then we can help in the repair and the release of the cascade of the stem cells. So really important. What else have we got? Well, derived from the nutrient-dense fruit of the date palm tree is date fruit extract, and you would have seen that on the video as syphilis. Now, this fuels your body with powerful antioxidants, but it also supports healthy circulation. So what does that mean? Well, it's helping the stem cells to get where they need to be. You start to see a pattern here on what Jill was doing when she put all these together. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of turmeric extract. It's well known to calm inflammation, but it also protects your cells. So your stem cells can go to work where the body needs them most. And of course, turmeric also does act as an antioxidant. So that helps to protect the cells and stem cells from oxidative stress. Turmeric, though, also helps to keep your stem cells healthy and active during the repair process. So turmeric, we love turmeric. And you can kind of see that in the color of the tablet as well. Now we're down to, yeast extract. Excuse me. So what does yeast extract do? Well, it helps to strengthen your immune system, big tick, but it's also great with cellular communication because it creates the right environment for the stem cells to do their jobs. Turmeric, yeast extract is also rich in vitamin B. which is incredible. It supports cellular energy production, therefore aiding in tissue repair and regeneration. And then a cousin extract protects your cells from damage, but it also helps to keep your stem cells younger. And if they're younger, they can repair and renew more effectively. It is found in high concentrations in the muscle and brain tissue. Yeah, it's good to know, because it's known for its cell protection, anti-aging, and antioxidant effects. So it's a great product. And if you ever went looking at other products to compare, as I can often do, you'll see that this product is in a lot of nutritional supplements because it is so, so good. And then lastly, what do we have on our list? Oh, milk phosphate complex. So this helps to build strong cells, but it also helps to calm inflammation. Remember, less inflammation, less blockage to allow the stem cell cascade into it. So it's giving your stem cells the structure and support they need to thrive. It also, realizes, and of course this is with the colostrum side with it, it supports the gut lining integrity. And we know that's essential for nutrient absorption, which is why colostrum works so well with it. It also helps with the immune regulation as well. So not only critical for a healthy gut, but it's also critical for the healthy stem cell environment is right down there. So this product is pretty special, and I think you'll agree that it has a definite need for being part of our wellness range. Let's recap on what we've done. I told you it would be short and sweet for something so fantastic. I didn't want to blind you with science. The ingredients in colostem, they work together to support your body's natural stem cell cascade from release to repair. Remember, your body is doing everything. And people say to me, oh, your products cured us. No, they don't. We cannot make a claim that they treat, cure, prevent illness in any way. They work with what your body does naturally, but it does work in harmony also with your modern lifestyle, changing it, ramping up the exercise, ramping up the sleep, lessening the stress and the bad foods that we're eating, because colostrum helps create the ideal internal environment by calming inflammation, protecting cells from oxidative stress, and we know how important that is, and by nourishing your tissues with key nutrients. So what does this mean? Quite simply, that stem cells can circulate, they can migrate, and they can renew more effectively. The end result, healthier aging, recovery, and whole body vitality. Now, when you think about it like that, colostrum is a must for your program. So Alpha Lipid Lifeline, it's the complete breakfast drink that you have to support you through the day. Imufort to give you a boost when you're in a high traffic area or you just feel like you're coming down with something. Resmax to top it all off with antioxidant protection, because free radicals are a natural part of living. We can't avoid them, but they do become unstable again because of our diet and our lifestyle. And then colostrum at night to help support what your body does naturally, and that is the release of adult stem cells. The video at the beginning, I think, said it all. It is a fascinating product, and if there's one thing that you take from this is be a little bit more kinder on your body and support it with some nutritional support. So I think, yes, look at that. I've got you out in half an hour tonight for you. So I pass this back to Nash and Ketan. I guess you're doing that hosting, and we can open it up if anybody has any questions.
Wow, thank you so much, Lee. Really appreciate it. And honestly, it's been really amazing just to have this amazing insight and knowledge. And, I hope you all have seen the powerful product that we have. Colostem is just truly designed to actually help your body heal, restore, and stay energized. Obviously, before we sort of wrap up, and just wanted to sort of find out if anybody has any questions towards colostem or anything that have any doubts, or any new people who have joined had any questions, by all means, I'll just give a 5-second pause if anybody has any questions. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
How is it taken? I see it's capsules. How many capsules a day, or is it once a day?
That is a very good question, and I'm so sorry I forgot to say that. I got caught up with my firefighter analogy. Yes, so you take 2 capsules at night. However, if you have an injury, and I know I've shared this with some of you, I tripped over and had a horrific arm injury that the orthopedic surgeon said that's one of the worst breaks I've ever seen, and you're in for a long, painful recovery. I thought, I love your bedside manner. It was really, really good. And so it was a case for me of going, all right, I know that my adult stem cells are my repair mechanism. I know that they're slowing down. So I want to get maximum stem cells into me. So I was taking 2 morning, 2 lunch, 2 in the evening. To help with the recovery side of it, but 2 during the day. Remember, it's just supporting what your body does naturally. And if you're young and you've got a great lifestyle, you've got billions of them, but definitely minimum 2. Thank you for asking. That was silly of me to forget to say that important aspect.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Dino, you got a question? We can't hear you, Dino. You need to unmute yourself.
He's saying, no, I haven't got one, but I'm waving anyway.
Yeah, well, Lee, I don't need to ask this on here or not.
No, let's not, Dino. I know you now.
What?
Don't
Oh, do you like my new image room now then, Lee?
Yes, yes.
The question I want to ask you, Lee, is there any other side effects on the colostrum?
No, you mean the lifeline?
Yeah, because I've had a customer saying that they've had how do I say on it? Diarrhea.
Yeah, you might, for the first few days, you might get headaches, you might get diarrhea, and it's just a natural process that the body's going through. So, but always, we say if you have any concerns, either consult your doctor or stop
your doctor first,
and then start back up. Yeah, but also remember, sometimes people don't always tell you everything. So did they eat something? Was there something stressful in their lives as well? You have to look at the complete picture, but it's not unusual for people to get headaches. I think I've only heard 1 or 2 times people having diarrhea, because there's nothing in there that would create diarrhea. It's more of a cleansing process.
I think what you've got to remember, guys, is you are changing the system of your gut, so there will be a bit of a transition, and different people will have it in different ways.
Yes, I mean, like colostem, people tell me they have the most amazing dreams on colostem. I don't. But if you do, let me know.
I think Dr. Linda's on this call, and her husband had other things to say about what colostem did for them, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think we should leave it at that one, Nash. Them two are naughty.
The thing is, he's saying it was absolutely amazing.
Nash.
What help it gave them.
Nash, stop it now.
I'll tell you,
We don't need to know.
I'll let Linda say it.
I think I was in the room when you said that.
I think I hinted everyone last time.
Yes.
I have heard that.
We will always remind you, Linda. We will always remind you. Don't worry.
Oh, we're all family here, Linda. It's okay. We won't tell anyone.
But in all fairness, it's also supporting my perimenopausal symptoms. I don't have any symptoms at all these days. So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, guys. So if anybody has any other questions regarding colostem, would be really appreciated if we sort of speak now, please, if possible. I think we've got some questions in chat.
Yeah, I just saw that one from Sarah,
Yeah.
the cows organic. No, we can't specify that because to get an true organic certificate, all the farms have to be certified, and then the farms are so close together. If the wind blows from another farm that's got fertilizer or anything, it goes in. But what we do want is we want the cows to be eating a variety. And that's what makes the bovine so much stronger, colostrum, because they eat thistles, they eat grass, they eat hay, they eat barley, they eat all sorts of things and pick up all sorts of germs and develop a really strong immune system because of it. So there's a plus side to the fact that we can't say that it's organic.